So I'm going to tell you why a banjo is a good idea to use for DIYers and contractors. If you've got, say, if you've got a job bigger than 10 sheets of drywall, like a remodel job or something like that, you might want to break out the old banjo. This is an older one. I've actually had this one for 15 years. It's metal. It's a little heavy, not bad. This is the FibaFuse drywall tape that I'm like to use the most, except I don't use it in corners. So you just pop the box open and pour in your joint compound, and it applies it to the back of the tape as you go. So that's very convenient and definitely speeds up the process when you're mudding your drywall and applying the tape. This one has a cutter, so you can just cut the drywall tape right off. The other one I'm going to show you does not have a cutter, but it's super simple to use and it's super light. And another downfall with these older ones, if you wanted to do a corner which creases it in the middle, you would have to take these wing nuts off to switch out the head. So that's a little inconvenient. This thing still is a workhorse. I've used it hundreds of times and it still works like a champ. So that's the wallboard banjo. It's probably about $80 online. So this is the new and improved banjo. It's plastic, so it's I guess maybe couldn't take a beating like the other one, but it's the same situation, and it's a heavy duty plastic. I think it'll hold up fine. I have not used this one. I have another one that I use on jobs, but this is a brand new one. So you just pour the mud in here and the mud goes along the back of the tape. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just showing you tools that I like to use. And the good thing about this one is you have a control. See if you can see that. There's a control for how much mud comes out and gets applied to the tape. And also the head is super easy. That's the corner creaser and that's for the flats. But you can just pop it out, turn it around, and it goes right back in. Just like that. Then it'll crease the corners. So it's super awesome. It also comes with a strap on each side. So it's a right hand or a left hand. The old metal one, you have to either buy a righty or a lefty. So this goes either way. Super easy, super functional. And like I said, you can use a paper tape in these or the FibaFuse. And I do have a video I just put out about the FibaFuse tape, so check that out. All right, so what I am going to do is I'm going to go show you a little video from the Delco Tool YouTube channel where my friend Nick from Drywall Nation is going to show you how to use it. All right, so what you want to do is you want to mix it up super soupy. You want to be able to pour it out of your bucket. Let's see if you're seeing this. Yes. So as you see, you're pouring it right out of the bucket. You mix a good amount of water with the joint compound. There's the mud settings for how the mud comes out on the tape. Super easy to use. I mean, this particular one is about $139 and it'll last you for a while. But here's Nick doing the butt joint and you can see the mud coming out on both sides of the tape. And what you have to do is, like he just did, cut it with your 6-inch knife that you use in conjunction with the banjo. There's no cutter on this, but your 6-inch knife works just as good. Look how fast you can just flow down the joint and then tear it Then you just give it a wipe and your tape is bedded. It's not as fast as a bazooka, but it's way faster than hand taping. And then once you run out of the mud, you just pour another load right back in. You don't want to make a big mess, so you don't want to overfill it. Close it up and you're good to go. All right, so he's going to show you how to switch it out and put it for the corners. Yes, you can do corners with this tool. And he is using the FibaFuse drywall tape in the banjo for the corners. That wheel creases the tape so it goes right in the corner. You just got to get it started. Super fast. I mean, you could tape out a room probably in 20 minutes or less. Really speeds up the process. So easy, so simple. That's all it takes right there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool setup. Doesn't take a lot of money to get into it. So, I mean, I highly recommend that stuff if you have even a small remodel job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to my Amazon store. All right, we're up there and just kind of show you some of the tools. Here's the banjo that we just saw that I have over here, the Delco Zunder, $139. You can use the FibaFuse, you can use paper tape, whatever you prefer. So that's $139. There are cheaper ones out there. Here's the wallboard quick load drywall taper banjo. It's $80 and some change. But like I said, the Delco Zunder is super fast and functional. Here's another Delco. It's a smaller one. It's $90. But if I was going to get one, I would definitely go for the Zunder. Then there's another setup that comes with some tape and knives as well for $149. This is on my Amazon store. So I just want to show you, you can get more information if you click on these. There's a home axe for $41. You know, I mean, it's almost disposable, but I like to buy quality and keep it as long as I can, just like that one I've had for 15 years. This is a super cool tool. It's called Drywall Buddy. Let me pull that up. And what you do is it just sets on a table or your sawhorses, and you just fill the tub up with mud and pull your tape through. It's like a banjo, but it just sits on the workhorses or table, and it's $31. So there's ways to speed up the process without breaking the bank. Let me know in the comments if anybody uses any of these tools. Then they have the bazooka. These start to get pricey. These are for professional drywall finishers. This one's $969, but you can fly with these. A lot bigger learning curve with this stuff. The banjo is pretty much, you can jump right into it and start finishing drywall. Highly recommend that for anybody that does remodels or, you know, kind of on a regular basis, but not really. I've got the tapes there. Oh, I wanted to show you something real quick of what I mix with, and then I'll get back to this. I've got all my tools that I mix with. So, like in the video, and I was saying, you want to mix up the joint compound so it's pretty soupy and flows in the banjo. So you want to be able to pour it out. So what I use is it's a 1/2 inch DeWalt mixing drill. It's heavy duty. If you're going to try and mix bucket after bucket of joint compound, you're going to end up burning out a drill. So this is the one, the paddle for mixing that I've had probably for 15 years as well. Still going strong. Now this one I've had for 10 years. And I don't really like to use anything but this in my 1/2 inch when I'm mixing stuff up. So this one is called the Tornado. They don't have it on Amazon, or I'd have it in my store, but I'm going to show you where they do have it. It's called All Wall. It's a drywall store online, and I'll get to that in a minute as well. Now if you're just mixing up a little bit, you can use one of these paint/mud mixers in your regular 20-volt drill for small batches of mud. But if you're going to be using a banjo, you're probably going to be mixing up at least a bucket of mud. So I wanted to show you the tools that I use to mix stuff up. I'm going to go back to the Amazon and show you that drill. Here's the 1/2 inch drill. They're a little pricey, $174. And then we got the mixing bit I was showing you. Lower that. Here's the mixing bit. They're like 15 bucks. Not a big cost at all. Tell you what is cool is these mixing 60-volt DeWalt drills. They're actually for mixing mud, and they're 60 volts. So $249 will get you that. Extra set of batteries. You get 2 of the 60 volts, would be another $168. I'd recommend getting extra batteries if you're going to go as far as to get one of these mixing drills, but might be overkill if you're not going to use it all the time. And the paint mud mixer is super cheap, 10 bucks. So, and then less than 100 for the DeWalt that I use to mix small batches. So yeah. Oh, I was gonna show the all right, so I want to go to the All Wall and just show you that Tornado drywall power mixer paddle for $19.99. That's a good deal at allwall.com. Oh, by the way, I'm going to leave a link to the Delco tool video that I showed you of Nick using the banjo. I'll leave a link in the description of this live stream. So that's the tools that it takes to get the job done with the banjo. I hope you guys found that helpful. And if you're new to the channel, my name's Paul, and I've been a drywall and painting contractor for over 20 years. If you're looking to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that subscribe button in the center of the screen now to keep up with all my latest videos. Look me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching.